Hi, it's Ken Okel with Help with Video. Today we're going to talk about an important topic. It is size matters. Don't worry, it's not that kind of video report. This one is about your size on the screen, how the audience sees you. If you're starting out with video, you may not be sure how to frame your shot. That can affect how people interact with it. First tip I want to give you, this is probably the easiest one. You could almost stop the video right after this. Please don't. Watch the news. See how the newscasters are framed on television. So notice I kind of have that shot right here where it's kind of cut off right here. You can see my head. There's a little bit of headroom up here. Equal space on both sides. Use the news as a bit of your guide, or other things on TV where you can see how to frame things. You don't want to do something where like you're suddenly cutting that part of your head off, or some weird shot where it's just the eyes up. That will look strange. Now, another thing to consider, if you're watching various things on TV, you're going to notice that things are framed differently depending on the tone of the piece. If I am talking about something that is very serious and very personal, usually that shot is going to get a lot tighter. Watch like a Barbara Walters special or something like that. You're going to see when someone's saying like, oh, it was so horrible, oh, okay. Nothing wrong with that. What I want to point out though is when you go to the tighter shot, you see the face more, you see the emotion more. So that works well. But if you were telling a joke or something and you're really tight, it's going to look strange. It's going to look overly dramatic. You don't want to go into William Shatner territory or something like that. When you watch comics who are often doing stand-up, notice you don't have this shot. You have a wider shot of them, almost a half body or sometimes even a full body shot. So there almost seems to be a rule where if it's serious, you get in tight. If it's lighter, you widen up the shot. Play around, and like I said, watch the people on the news who have already figured out the best shots and the best ways to make the most of your image on screen. So that's the time for now. I want to remind you, lots of other video tips at helpwithvideo.com. Also, always want to check out the equipment page. Here's why. People are always coming to me saying, Ken, I don't know where to get started. What do I do? What do I buy? Blah, blah, blah. Go to the equipment page. That's where I have listed out pieces of equipment that I've used. It's a good starting point for you to see if you'd like to go with that, or perhaps use that as a starting point for your search. New equipment is coming out every day. I don't want to restrict you to one day where I put things up, but at the same time, I also want to make sure that you don't overbuy. So it's a very good place to check out. Another thing, if you want to learn more about video, you want to take the deep dive, I suggest you pick up my ebook, Mastering Video. A lot of the same information we have here. It's all in one source. We've got all sorts of lighting diagrams, other tips. Basically, I did an info dump from my brain to the e-page. So if you want to dive deep, check that out. And as always, if you have a question, go to the bottom of helpwithvideo.com. You're going to see a little button you can press, a link. It allows you to leave an audio question for me that I will answer in a future episode. Okay, so remember, pay attention to the framing that you see on TV, think of the tone of the piece, and have some fun. I'm Ken Okel. Take care.